Well, good morning and welcome back to the river tour. So today I have the whole day to play with. I've been given a complete free pass because amazingly I've made it to the big 5-0. Now I know some of you nice kind people out there in YouTube land will be saying, Chris, you don't look a day over 50, and you'd be right up until tomorrow. So I'll try and make the most of it. Got the day off work. Conditions aren't brilliant. It's actually a bit cold. That cold easterly wind is still biting, but it is at least cloudy. We've had about 2 weeks now of like wall-to-wall sunshine, which has made the fishing really quite difficult. If I can't catch anything here, which is a possibility, I'm going to go back home, maybe have a bit of lunch, get some different waders, and then go over onto the Yo, or possibly on the little river Culvery, and see if we can get a fish out of there. Right, let's see how we get on. Well, I've just seen my first rise off the bowl of that tree there. I've still got a great big mayfly on for Monday, which might not be the right fly, but we've got to assume they'd have seen some by now, so we might be looking out for them. Just sinking a bit. I'm going to dress that fly, I think. Oh, didn't take it, did it? It just burbled underneath it. Probably a bit massive for him, isn't it? Try him again. Well, it's not looking good. I've fished for about an hour now and I've only seen that one rise. This bloody wind is just killing it. I know I said I was glad it's cloudy, but God, it's cold. At least on Monday I had the sun on your back, you felt a bit of warmth. I didn't really want to have to come off the dry fly to catch a fish today, but I think I might have to put a nymph on. Just no activity at all on the top, and to be honest I don't blame them. I'm half tempted to go back to the car and have a cup of tea, warm my hands up. Now that might have been a rise in that pool up there. The trouble is today, with it being so windy, you think you've seen a rise, but you can't be sure that it's not a twig or something falling out of the trees. Right, well, I'm going to creep up there and just sit and watch the back end of that pool, I think. So I think it rises again. There's another mayfly. I'm wondering whether I should put the mayfly back on. I mean, at least that fish came and looked at it. Let's see. So what would you do then, given these conditions, other than go to the pub, obviously? Is that a rise up there? Is it that the stuff's getting blown out of the trees and then they're rising to it? Oh, I missed it. Oh no! It was a rise, and it took the fly. On a day of few chances, that's not good. I think I did anything wrong. I'm getting a lot of that this year in terms of fish that sort of taking it really half-heartedly and you can't hook them, and then the next one's got to get the forceps out because it's nearly swallowed the thing. Well, once again the Wickham comes to the rescue. Just off those tree roots over there, that known spot. Oh, the blank is saved and the flies come out. Wow, the birthday blank is saved. This is a really tough fishing day today. Come on, stop it. Thank you, tall trout. Right, I'm going to go back to the car, have a cup of tea and something to eat. My hands are cold. I'm cold. Should have bought a jumper, I think. Maybe if the sun comes out, it'll pick up a bit. But thank God for that. Well, that's me fed and watered then and back on the river, feeling a little bit warmer now. I thought it might be interesting just to try and go back up through the pools I've fished already, but with a duo setup now. Let's see if it makes any difference, if I can get anything to take the nymph. The sun's trying to break through a bit now. Maybe some fish will start rising. Oh, bottom maybe. It's funny, isn't it? This used to be just the go-to method. I used to use it all the time. Literally turn up at the river, I'll just fish a duo, that's it. It seems to have fallen out of favour. It doesn't appear to be as successful anymore for whatever reason. Yeah, I'm just hitting the bottom. Not sure why. Well, it's not made any difference having the nymph on so far. I've been catching the bottom quite a lot, so I've swapped it now for a wet fly, Stewart's black spider on the point, so I'm sort of fishing a cheat's way of upstream wet fly. I've now seen about half a dozen, maybe 10 mayfly flying about, big ephemera danica, and they've been coming onto the water and drifting along. The only thing I've seen eat them so far has been a damselfly. Came out and grabbed one amazingly. So I'm not sure where all the fish are, why they're looking such a gift horse in the mouth. There we are. Trout are funny things. Certainly a bit warmer on your back once the sun comes out. Surprising, I would have thought these conditions, end of May, prime time, I expect to see some fish rising. Even if it's just the little small ones coming up and slashing at the fly. Well, I'm back where I stopped earlier for lunch, and the nymph didn't bring me anything, so I put the Wickham back on. It's pretty much first cast. It's odd, it's like stuff. Another mayfly. I've seen quite a few mayfly coming off, but no fish rising to them. Yeah, it's odd, it's like stuff falls out the tree, and I presume there must be something on it, like a gnat or an aphid or something, and the fish sort of come and rise at the little twig, or what's fallen off the twig, and that's what happened then. And I cast straight into the ring of the rise, and it took. Very odd. Another mayfly. Number 3 for the Wickhams. Oh my god. Oh, can you believe that? Jumped clean back out the net again. Loads of damselflies all over these cow pastures. Look at them all. Well, I don't know what to make of it all today. It's not as if there's a lack of fly life about. There's black gnats, sedges, olives hatching. I've seen loads of mayfly. I'm back on the mayfly now because just that surely there's going to be fish around looking for them. There's so many about. But I've managed one rise to it over there under that tree, and I just felt him and it was gone. Mad. So, what to do? I'm sure this would fish better tonight, about 7:30 onwards, but I'm not sure I want to stay out that long. Oh, kingfisher there. I'm never going to see it from there. Oh, that's 3 really good sightings I've had today of kingfisher. Lovely. I think I might go home, get some different waders, and then go over to the Yo, Dunscombe Bridge, as long as nobody's fishing there, and try an evening session there. At least I'll be closer to home to get home. It's just been so quiet. I knew it was going to be quiet, but not quiet. I mean, blimey. Well, here we are then, a quick trip home for a change of waders. And I'm on the Yo at Dunscombe Bridge. Another member's fishing upstream, so I'm going to go and have a look downstream, I think, for this evening. Seen a couple of mayfly already, but again, nothing rising. No fish rising. But you can't say I haven't tried to find some fish on my birthday. I've certainly put the hours in. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Worked quite hard there up through these last few runs and finally hooked a fish in there, which might get a bit of footage on the other camera. And it threw the hook first jump. Well, I think it might have me beat. I'm even trying a streamer now, just in desperation. Look at the wind on the water here. I was hoping the breeze was going to calm down in the evening, but if anything, it seems to have picked up. Needed that other fish to stay on. Normally with this, if they're going to hit it, they would have hit it straight away. I just don't think the fish are feeding that much. Oh, come out. Well, the streamer seems to have come to the rescue. Let's stay on. Oh, where's the net? Hey! As often is the case, it sorts out the better fish too. Thank you, Trouty. Well, I didn't blank in the end then. I've got to say, these were not the conditions I envisaged when I booked the 31st of May off. I thought I was going to have rising fish to go at, but here we are. That's fishing for you, isn't it? Tail it up. Whew. Well, something to go in the book. And the streamer's produced another fish. It's really pulling. Strong fish. That was lucky. Actually just hooked him underneath the jaw. That's that one gone then. I'll have to guess that. I think I'm going to fish the last couple of pools with a dry fly. So I put on, well, my attempt at the Mega May. This was the fly that got me the two nice fish the other evening. I don't really think it's going to work, but you never know. I think there'd be a big old trout sitting in that foam line there waiting to come up and take it down. Anyway, I've had enough of pulling streamers. Too much like hard work. No. There's got to be fish sitting in there in those rocks, isn't there? No, I can't do any better than that. Look at the white seeds on this tree here. That's covered in cotton wool. That's going to be a nightmare to fish, isn't it, when all that starts coming down. Let's turn the little bit of beach up there white. Right, well I think I'm just going to fish this last pool here below the bridge and then I'm going to call it a day, go home. This was not the day I had in mind when I booked it off all those months ago for my birthday. I was hoping I was going to find a nice hatch of mayfly, fish rising and have a whale of a time, but it's not been like that at all. There's been flies coming off, but barely a fish to be seen rising anywhere. Couldn't tell you why, just one of those dour days I suppose. Anyway, I shall catch you next time.